unveiling the chaos and confusion surrounding a family's disrupted life and legal struggles.
Some weird involvement.
His mom wasn't there, and the house was destroyed, like the bottom floor of it specifically. The car was also.
You see, they tore the house up and the car. You're telling me that they got that emergency federal warrant and tore up their house and tore up their car just because Luke has brown skin and eyes that resemble? I don't think so. I do not think so. All right, let's continue. There's a lot more.
So, damage through the search. He couldn't find his mom. He's worried. I mean, it was really a kind of traumatic experience for the family. And then they were.
Traumatic experience equals they're going to sue the crap out of Pima County.
She ended up staying at her friend's house in the neighborhood. They got reacquainted the next day.
No.
And then Mary, the mom, she ended up, because of the constant presence of media, but also new media, she ended up going to stay with her son up in the Phoenix area.
Yeah, true.
Was it Luke's Range Rover? Because when we were out there was a Range Rover. Yeah,
it was.
Has he gotten that back yet?
He has.
So
they tested it, left it with all the, all kind of still destroyed a bit, but it was returned.
And when they do a search like that, do they have to give you a copy of the search warrant?
Typically they do. I didn't see one produced for, they may have, I don't know. I didn't see one produced for the dailies. I wasn't given one. Obviously we still hadn't seen or had access to the affidavit that undergirded the warrant.
So he doesn't even know what was in that or why. And exactly, ma'am, why the tarp over the Ranger? Why did they rip the house up the way they did? What did they take away from the Range Rover and what happened? And you're right, Roxy. Mab was saying that too. Luke lied twice. Says out of the drug world over 2 years, yet it's only been 8 months. Says he doesn't know that girl really, but knows her well. Both drug trafficking. Now remember, she's still locked up unless she's been released. All right. Bumbling the case is an understatement. Well,
do you have any idea why they chose Luke and his mom in that house and the car?
I do not. And obviously we're very, very curious to see this affidavit, but I don't. And Luke does not either, nor does his mom.
The other man, Carlos, we interviewed his lawyer, the one who was from Rio Rico, kind of a...
Please don't forget about all the people detained and then released. What happened to the evidence? What does the affidavit say? What do they want? Okay? It's all of that. It's all of those things. Even the lawyer doesn't know. It would give us a huge clue if we were able to see that affidavit and what they were looking for. But that's not going to happen.
Similar situation.
Right.
And, he was a delivery driver and his lawyer thought maybe like he had been in that area, maybe, just with the geofencing that may have connected him to that area. Do you think it's this? I mean, did they say if they drove through that area, your clients?
It would be rank speculation on my part. I have no clue what undergirded it. I mean, we were speculating that maybe some confidential source threw his name out there for some reason, but we have no idea. But as far as we're concerned, it was completely baseless and is going nowhere. And as this storm of media and this beast that needs to be fed passes, with Iran happening now and other stories taking primary position, the problem is that you still have the sort of destruction of people's lives in the wake of this story that moves on imminently and inevitably. But, the dailies are left picking up the pieces literally of their home, which was destroying the search warrant, as well as their tattered reputation. So that's why they finally, decided to come out and speak to the press just to get their story out there.
Okay. So like Carlos, that guy went to several different news stations and given 7 different interviews, but he also says several different things. And everyone says the same thing about Luke. But I ask you, why did the band member, right? It was Derek Colella. Am I saying the name right? Why did he send a text message to Annie and Tommaso about where's the Bitcoin? We're getting tired of it. Or was he joking? What happened? What were they doing? Were they trying to get a cut in on it? They had nothing to do with it? I don't get it. Come on, Mr. Lawyer, say it. Reputational damage. Cha-ching. Oh yeah, 110%. That's what he's going for.
And proclaim their innocence and wish the Guthries their best.
Do they have any connection to Nancy Guthrie?
They live in the same area. That's it.
But they've never like met her or anyone in her family. Or...
From my understanding,
this-
Mary Daly years ago had a circumstance where they ran into each other, and I think she was with Savannah. And maybe out at a grocery store or something like that, but rather inconsequential.
Just like Mary was a fan, sort of thing, like that kind of a run in, like she saw them, or
I don't even know the circumstance. I just was informed by Mary that years ago that happened.
Wow.
But no, so they're not friends or anything.
No.
What happened at their house? Like, I mean, because we were out there, they were there for a long time. Like, in terms of, did they search the whole house or
meticulously? And
another thing too, they keep on saying that they don't know Nancy or Savannah, but then on an afterthought, oh well, yeah, I do remember seeing her this or that. Come to find out now, Luke's mom that was also detained didn't know her at all, but then people are saying that she was a fan. All right, so I what happened? They're not telling us any of this. All right, Derek on California and Luke got travel permit to California late 2025, online public record. All right, they were there for 6 hours. And remember, we're questioning, what were they doing with that tarp?
Destructively. They went through the whole, ground floor,
Yes.
breaking doors,
Yes.
if they were locked, breaking
Yes.
doors, and just leaving no stone unturned.
could you tell, or could they tell what they were looking for? Like, was it
No,
something specific?
and Mary didn't know. I don't even think initially, is my understanding that she didn't know that they had warrants, and she was just being helpful. Like, yeah, any way we can help. And she was detained and put in the back of the car and sat there for hours and hours and hours, and actually was able to go into a neighbor's home for a while, and she ended up sleeping at the neighbor's home. But that's what happened.
Did they take their phones?
They took Luke's. I don't know about
wow.
Mary. They did take Luke's. I don't have
Thank
any
you.
results of a dump or a download from that.
But he got it back.
Unsure of that.
Okay, because I know Carlos, the other situation, I don't think he's even gotten his back still, or as of a week.
I'm saying unsure.
Okay.
I don't think that he's gotten it back.
Okay.
He's told me he's gotten the car back, of course, and they've access to the house.
I mean, that's not even a funny joke to send a text message like that. If I was, let's say, oh yeah, hey, back in the days, I worked with my buddies at the tattoo shop, and then my mom gets kidnapped, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my buddies from back in the days send me a text message, and they're like, hey, where's my Bitcoin? We're getting tired of waiting. That is not funny. Was it supposed to be a joke? Was he trying to play off of something? Were they trying to I don't get it. I don't get it. Luke isn't the band. No, Luke isn't the band. But I don't know what we're talking about here, or who's saying what. Range Rover was recently purchased by Luke. He did not have on 131. Interesting. Yeah, some of you guys that are local or that have literally just only been following this case know those tiny little behind the scenes details. And I appreciate it. Thank you.
House, of course.
Yeah.
I think they still have the car. Excuse me, the phone.
Was there a brother too? Does Luke?
Okay, did you hear what he just said? He said, I think they still have the phone. All right. And I've heard others say that they still have their phone, as well as, like, for instance, Annie and Tommaso, they still have their car. They've been set to get rid of, or to give it back for days, and yet it still hasn't. Kayla's a tattoo artist, and they use black gloves. Yes, ma'am, I talked about that as well. As a tattoo artist, not only do you want to use black gloves, but you use thick black gloves so the needle doesn't poke through your gloves on accident, and your gloves aren't all messy, smeared with ink, because that doesn't look good. All right? Doesn't look good. It's not a good look at all. All right, let's continue.
Have a brother?
Luke does, and the mom, who's elderly and has some health issues. The stress of this absolutely was detrimental to her mental health as well as her physical well-being, and she went to live with her son Matt up in Phoenix area.
So yeah, because initially we heard something like there was a man detained in a Range Rover, and then there was a mom and another man or another brother detained at the house. I guess that's
the other brother was never detained.
Okay,
is my understanding.
Okay. What was the other question I was going to ask you? I mean, you, a longtime lawyer, I mean, do you think that should authorities come out and clear them? Because like you said, I mean, his name is now everywhere. And same with Carlos, the one from Rio Rico. Do you think
They can't clear them. They're not even done processing information yet. They can't even go back and say, "Oh, we've looked at their cell phones. There's nothing connected. We've looked at their car. There's nothing." There's no way. They cannot do that. What's up, Matthew Greco? Good to see ya. Come on in. Okay, say, Mr. Lawyer, emotional distress. Cha-ching. Oh, he's totally pushing it right there. Yes, Kayla's in jail. Luke phone kept. Derek C. made the call to family members after text. In my opinion, it's over. The only thing left is the lawsuits. Oh my goodness. This case, well, we haven't brought Nancy Guthrie home, so this case is not over.
they need to make a public statement or something?
That's one of the things that the dailies are seeking. Again, as I mentioned just a moment ago, a storm can't come through, destroy things, reputations, lives, homes, and then when that's gone, who's to pay the cost? Who's to pick up those pieces? You know, I mean, there is collateral.
And that's why I say there's no way that
You guys, in another episode, you know, there are certain
rookie mistake. All right, look, there's no way that law enforcement did all of that wreckage just to get nothing out of it.